Royal fans have been going wild online as the new Prince and Princess of Wales were joined by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex on a walkabout in Windsor tonight. Prince William and Kate Middleton, as well as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, were greeted by applause as they walked along the gates of Windsor Castle together as they honoured the legacy of Her Majesty, temporarily putting aside the differences sparked by Megxit which have fractured the royal family in recent years and plunged the British monarchy into one of its most severe ever crises. Tonight's reunion marks the first time that the two couples have all appeared in public together since Commonwealth Day on March 9, 2020, just weeks before the COVID lockdown. Many of those watching the scenes were amazed by the surprise joint appearance, and took to Twitter to share their happiness that the Fab Four had reunited. One excited royal watcher commented, "The Fab Four. Finally reunited publicly." Another posted, "Good to see the Fab Four together again." As boys, William and Harry were inseparable, finding solace in one another as they coped with the shattering loss of Princess Diana and later sharing in each other's dreams and successes as adults. William's marriage to Kate 8 years ago contributed barely a quiver to this remarkable relationship as two became three. The arrival of the Wales's children George, Charlotte and Louis served only to strengthen the fraternal bonds. When Meghan arrived with her Hollywood glamour, the threesome became the Fab Four, as popular as any pop group but dusted with the magic of royalty. But then the news came that the brothers were to set up their separate households. There is a parting of the ways. Since their feud has gotten even worse, with Meghan and Harry's exit from life as senior royals, their decision to release multiple bombshell interviews about their fallout with the royal family, and accusing the firm of being racist. And mere days ago, on Wednesday, Omid Scobie published a column for Yahoo which claimed Harry was waiting for an apology from his brother. The column suggested that tensions between the Sussexes and the Cambridges remained high. There's a laughable effort to suggest the Sussexes have been shunned. The true story is, they never reached out to the Cambridges, said a source described by Scobie as someone familiar with the current family dynamics. He then quoted a family friend as saying, "What Harry is waiting for is accountability." Many lines were crossed by William. He was at the center of a number of painful moments, be it the actions of his own staff or turning his back when support was needed. It was a dark time and one that, so far, William has been unprepared to unpack. King Charles III's warring sons Prince William and Harry and their wives Kate and Meghan all appeared in black at Windsor Castle this evening to inspect the sea of floral tributes laid outside the gates of the Berkshire estate in tribute to the late Queen Elizabeth II. The Prince and Princess of Wales and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were greeted by applause as they walked along the gates of Windsor Castle together as they honoured the legacy of Her Majesty, seemingly temporarily putting aside the differences sparked by Megxit, which have fractured the royal family in recent years and plunged the British monarchy into one of its most severe ever crises. Tonight's bombshell marks the first time that the two couples have all appeared in public since Commonwealth Day on March 9, 2020, just weeks before the COVID lockdown. Harry and Meghan, who sensationally quit frontline duties 2 years ago to strike out on their own in California and then levied a series of bombshell allegations against the firm, held hands as they looked at the tributes, with Harry at one point affectionately putting his hand on Meghan's back. They were seen pointing at different tributes and discussing them as members of the crowd waved at them. A Kensington Palace source said that the Prince of Wales invited the Sussexes to join him and the Princess of Wales earlier today. At one moment, a small Paddington bear was given to William, which he passed on to an aide. He was seen lightly touching Kate's back at one moment as she crouched down again to speak to a child at the front of the gates. Kate crouched down at one moment and began speaking to a child who had started to cry. The child stopped crying when Kate approached her. One well-wisher who spoke to Harry and Meghan told Mail Online, "It's lovely to see them both together. Maybe they can get back to a proper relationship." Lovely ripple went through the crowd as they approached. Hopefully the healing between Harry and his brother can start now. I am just so excited to have seen them both together. It's lovely. Just moments earlier, the Prince of Wales paid an emotional tribute to his late granny, describing the beloved monarch as an extraordinary leader, whose commitment to the country, the realms and the Commonwealth was absolute, and admitting it would be some time before her loss will truly feel real. It comes as royal courtiers announced that the Queen's funeral will take place at Westminster Abbey on Monday, September 19 at 11 a.m. Senior palace officials revealed that Her Majesty's oak coffin, which is lying in the ballroom at Balmoral Castle, will be taken by road to the Palace of Holyrood House in Edinburgh on Sunday, September 11, on a 6-hour journey by hearse. The Queen will then lie in state for 4 clear days in Westminster Hall from Wednesday, September 14 before the state funeral. Thousands of people will be able to file past to see the late monarch's coffin, and further details of how the public can attend will be announced in the coming days. Earlier, the late Queen's close family including Prince Andrew publicly grieved over the death of the elderly monarch at a private church service in Balmoral, after Charles III was formally proclaimed at a historic ceremony at St James's Palace in London.